Uh, yeah, I have.
I'm using. I know you're not on the stream right now, but I have this Winnie the Pooh cup I'm using. It actually belongs to Beastie. And when I was working for a Chinese company, I got in so much trouble because of the Winnie the Pooh cup, because it's banned in China. So,
What?
yeah, because apparently they make fun of the president and they say he looks like Winnie the Pooh. He does kind of look like Winnie the Pooh, honestly. I see why. I would also get mad if I was him. So, fun facts with women. So, guys,
Okay.
BC and B in the game. How are we feeling, Sassy? Where is our
Uh,
prediction? Delhi versus French. What are we expecting?
this is one of the classic matchups we have on like land map on Dry Arabia. It can go in both ways. It's really micro-intensive matchup, I would say. Hope
Oh,
B is moving on the deer with his 8 villagers.
that early? Oh,
Where is he going?
he's going
Yeah, okay,
for the deer.
he's going for the deer.
Double
Yeah,
deer,
because you
though.
start with like multiple villagers, like you start with double the villagers, so you can actually go there and start mining those deer.
Start mining those deer. Hell yeah.
Yeah, start like eating those deer. Okay.
I would say, what would we do? I know they say gathering deer, but I don't feel like it encapsulates enough of what happens to these deers. So basically, they shoot them,
You
and
eat them. Yeah.
well, they're not busy eating them; they're delivering them to the mill. So I know it's gathering, but
And then
fillet,
they just cut it into pieces and make delicious dishes with the deer.
yeah. I
I don't
mean,
know, I never eaten deer in my life.
you've never had deer?
No.
Oh my gosh, Sassy. You should come to Africa. If you come to Africa, I'll feed you some African deer. We have these big.
Okay.
I don't know what they're called. In Afrikaans, they're called bokke, but I don't know what they're. I guess it's like a buck with these big horns. And oh my goodness, kudus. They are delicious. But also crocodiles. Crocodiles, very, very delicious. They taste like chicken and fish if they
Really?
had a baby. Yeah. Do you guys
Crocodiles taste nice.
Crocodiles, yeah, yeah. They're a little bit chewy. I would like I prefer a beef steak over a crocodile steak, but it's something. So, what about in Turkey? What do you guys eat? You guys eat foot soup. I don't know. Oof, long distance mining
Uh,
from Beastie as well.
yeah, by the way, the Beastie is aging up a lot faster than B because B had to move out for those
There.
deer. Maybe in the
Memories.
long run it's gonna be better for him, but by the way, Beastie is aging up with Tower of Victory, and B is aging up with School of Cavalry, which is pretty standard in this matchup. We're not seeing any trade
That would have been funny.
shenanigans. Yeah.
I've only encountered the trade on ladder. I haven't ever seen it in a pro game. Are you a
Didn't
trade
Beastie
connoisseur?
lose versus trade today against Papago?
Did he? Yeah, he did. Beastie
I
did lose
saw. I
against trade.
didn't watch
Ooh.
the whole game, but
Yeah, he
I
did
think
lose
Poppy
against
was
trade.
trading.
Yes, Poppy was trading, and he went for his first expansion. So yes, I do want to point out Beastie's win rate against the Beastie's win rate with Delhi is fine, but with Beastie's win rate against the top players with Delhi is not fine because I feel like every time Beastie needs to go for a more aggressive food source, like outside his base, he just gets raided and he dies. This has been a very consistent thing happening with his games, especially against Marine Lord. I feel like Marine Lord's just like, hey, Beastie picked Delhi, I'm gonna have a good time. So, definitely not too excited to see that happening to him, I believe. So, are you expecting Beastie to go full on aggression this early on, by the way?
This is gonna be a long field game.
Really?
Yeah, because they will fight for the sacred sites. French is powerful. In the feudal age, they don't have any problem staying in feudal for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And Beastie made a Tower of Victory, which he always says that it's very important. It's like if you make the Tower of Victory, you stay in feudal and you go in for the kill.
Mm-hmm.
And actually now Beastie realized, because I checked his vision before and he didn't know about the deer villagers there. And once it's spotted, he just drops a Rax and it's gonna defend those villagers with some spearmen against Beastie's horsemen.
Yeah, Beastie, I was asking about Delhi yesterday as well, and he also told me, do not make this landmark if you're not going to attack. Then you'd rather get the landmark that produces scholars, because you need to make sure that you actually use it, and most people don't use it. So Beastie...
Yeah, but it allows you to fight against French and English, or like strong feudal civs better, because your infantry is gonna attack faster.
And might survive a night attack. Oof, because these guys... They do a ton of damage. I'm very scared against knights. I feel like, especially French knights. Rus knights, I don't know, I'm not intimidated by them. But the fact that French knights exist, I feel like they are just their presence is intimidating already. So...
Yeah, but did you know that actually Rus knights are better in Imperial Age and probably in Castle Age if French doesn't get that upgrade?
Well, you don't let Rus get to Imperial. You have to kill him before Imperial. That's my methodology so far against Rus. But I did not know that. Thank you.
Yeah, well, actually, like they will have on one they beat them. 10 versus 10. The French ones beat them. But if you have a monk with your knights, then your knights destroy the French ones.
Ah,
very interesting. Yeah.
TIL, do monks enable knights to be stronger?
I'm sorry, what?
Do monks make knights stronger? Is there any bonuses that they also give them?
Yeah, because the Rus monks, as I said earlier, if they attack an enemy unit, they give this aura to the nearby units that they increase in damage, armor. Oh, he's coming in with the charge. But Beastie already has.
Oh, is this? He lost the villager, but it was a good try. That kept me on my toes. He tried.
Yeah. Actually,
that horseman going
the
down as
textiles
well.
saved him there.
Really?
Beastie has the textiles, yeah.
Smart move.
Now that's why we see him 2 villagers behind against French, because French TC is working a little bit faster than a normal TC.
So
now, and textiles mean he will have 1 less villager.
He always told me that if you saved 1 villager, it paid off. So just save 1 villager. Those scholars, they're in so much damage. Oh, they're taking so much damage. He lost 1 as well. That was very, very sloppy. The spearmen are going to try push those knights off, but honestly, that's just a little bit sloppy. I mean, he's getting the sacred sites now, and that's good, but...
And meanwhile, B's 6 archers, actually 8 archers now, are just chilling in the base, and he's just trying to attack with the knights. He's just taking unnecessary damage on those knights now. He needs those archers.
So sloppy from both sides. That's good. At least both of them are making mistakes. Oh no. I'm just so surprised to see this happening, because we know we've been watching B, and over the last few months B has increased, like his skill level has increased significantly. I was talking to Beastie about this as well, and he was telling me it feels like he's playing against a whole different person from what he did a few months ago. He just has improved himself so much. So it's a very different experience for most people playing against someone like B right now. And they are going to try and get out, but the archers joining doesn't make this a favorable
he's
fight.
He's going to lose a lot here.
This is not good, and Beastie needs to back off, but those scholars are so slow, and he's trying to turn around, but he's like, I can't, but he has to.
The reinforcements?
The reinforcements are just going to be... Oh, the scholars just keeping
moving alive. Still alive.
Oh.
But he's going to lose the sacred site.
At least he got a little bit of gold, for a little bit of a while. 25 gold! It just popped out! Hell yeah! Now, that horseman is going to be slapped by the villagers. He tried.
He's trying to raid there, but just 1 horseman doesn't really do anything.
At this... I don't know. I feel like... I feel very uncomfortable playing Delhi because I can't really find my footing. I don't know if I'm supposed to push in castle, or if I'm supposed to push in feudal, or... Once I have the sacred sites, am I supposed to push anything or just make units and keep them going? But the most confusing thing for me is if I don't have the sacred sites, then I'm just like, there's nothing I can do right now. So, in Delhi's shoes right now, what do? Do you just go castle? Do you...
You start making a big ball of archers and horsemen, and some spears, like, because it's French. And because soon Beastie will have to, now you can see he's going out for the food. He's going to drop a meal there. He can actually wall that side off. But you don't really want to play the long game against French, because like every 10 minutes or so right now means that you're gonna be behind in villager count. And French can always pick up some villagers, and you want those sacred sites, and you made a tower of victory. So I just expect him to make a lot of military units and try to grab as many sacred sites
As you can.
as
Yeah.
possible, yeah, as he can. Yeah, and actually, B is gonna deny that sacred site on the left.
The thing is, he had to make a choice. Do I go for the bottom one or the top one? And right now, I think Beastie did this as a calculated risk. It doesn't feel like a good calculation, but I mean, every time a prelate dies, a child cries. So that was unfortunate. That was also a very unfortunate saying. I apologize for that one.
Yeah, that was.
Oh,
I agree.
no, you agree? Thank you. The thing is,
those knights are moving in. On the left side.
they're gonna see Beastie is in China trying to get food. They're gonna burn down the tower, but realize we don't need to.
Oh, actually,
we
he's
are.
lost 2 more horsemen on the right side.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
This
Beastie.
It's an easy pick off for him. He's just gonna kill a tower, 100 wood and a villager, and all that time. He's trying to repair it.
I always do this as well when I tower rush people. It makes me so happy because it delays them, and then you send your reinforcements and kill all of them.
Oh, B's not realizing though he lost a knight.
Oh, but
Oh, he wants that villager, but yeah, it's not
it's
really
not worth it
anymore.
And at the top now, Beastie hemorrhaging some extra horsemen, maybe, if B is fast enough. But the thing is, this gave B a lot of information. We might think, oh, he didn't get the villager, he just got a tower, but he knows Beastie is on the hunt for food. And right now, that is not what you want B to know. You want B to think, oh, and that's gonna be another prelate. Oh, scholar.
That could be saved, though. He could use the gate there and just like...
Oh, no.
Oh, he tried to wall in the knights inside. That would be sick.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
That would be a gang win.
Oh, and another horseman goes down. Beastie is just like split all over the place. He's trying left, right, and center. He's running into spearmen. He's
Oh, we
hemorrhaging
just
units.
lost all the horsemen. But
At least he's
behind
getting
all
the
of
sacred
this, Beastie's
site.
gonna get all the sacred sites now.
So that's what you're supposed to do. Make so many units that you overwhelm the opponent and you just keep getting the sacred sites. That's what you're supposed to do. Today we learned.
The biggest problem here for B, as I see, he doesn't have a scout. And he didn't make towers and like just leave spears. He kept his archers with those deer villagers too.
He has a lot of...
He kept everything there and he couldn't deny the sacred sites. Now Beastie, look at that army, 75 military moving forward, and they're gonna kill all these production buildings. I can guarantee you they're gonna kill all these production buildings, and it looks very tough for B right now.
The thing is, B is so confidently moving forward without having vision. I feel like
I think he focused too much
Beastie is
on
not
defending
realizing.
this.
Oh no, Beastie, you need to realize. Oh, and there we go. Finally, and these archers are gonna fight down the spearmen, and now this is gonna be a very messy fight. Is this gonna be a Beastie GG? Even
Yeah,
though,
I think there's no way B wins this fight.
yeah, there's no way he wins the fight. But these no, never mind. The spearmen are doing work at the back. Scholars are healing. They're trying. Oh, that one goes down. You have the good life, good sir.
I mean, it's under B's production, which is not ideal, but he's losing knights and
yeah, those are
he just
expensive.
keeps making units. And he's sitting on 3 sacred sites, so this is just good for him. And he's actually walling in B's berries because he saw that he just made a mill at the front, and
Oh, and B was like, oh, actually, I wanted that.
yeah, now all those villagers are gonna be idle, and B's gonna spot that.
Oh. But Beastie needs to move around and just take out a few more
but
villages.
Beastie's gonna grab 8 more villagers here.
Oh, that's funny.
On the deer. And actually, I think he's gonna kill the boar.
He's gonna kill
Oh no.
Oh, okay, that would have been funny.
I think he thought of it because I think it's allowed.
It's allowed to kill the boar?
Yeah, I think it's allowed.
Okay.
now.
Oh,
That's
look at those
definitely a bad
villagers
thing.
just going down. The thing is, B had the villager advantage. He still has the villager advantage, just barely, but not enough to turn this game on its head right now. And Beastie
but-
is... That's sticking. That's
Look
sticking.
at the military count. There's like no way. He doesn't even need rams at this point. That's so many units.
He has secured the boar, though. That boar now has its own little pen. It's like, hello, Mr.
he's-
Boar. You may sit in there. That's a fine position for you, good sir. Ooh, those knights, though, they do cause some havoc. And berries are being gathered at the top, but I want Beastyqt to fight. Ah, and you can't fight
big
in.
fight.
Not the best fight for Beastie, but I mean, because he has so many more units, he did definitely take the advantage there. I feel like just the positioning of those archers were very, very risky, but oof, he is just picking off everything. And again, those knights are being baited in. The spearmen are like, hello, join us. So, on our side, one by one, these guys are bleeding out. That knight lives to see another day. But these archers are gonna get this cluster and finally, yeah, there we go. And finally even out the villager count. Not just even out, but also put Beastie at an advantage. Now, this
He's
is...
going for that gold and berries, and that's gonna stop B's economy completely. There are 32 villagers there. That's more than half of his economy there.
Ooh, archers, don't die though.
That's a choke point that you don't want to be there with knights.
Well, luckily those
Yeah.
archers
Oh,
are cleaning up.
That's such a bad fight for B there.
Yeah, those knights are just gonna run straight into the sticks, and you can't really
He's
target
pulling a
fire
villager.
anything. Oh, he's trying. Those villagers are gonna get a kill though. Look at them chonking down that horseman. That horseman don't know what hit him. They took their little chopping axes and they took him down. More villagers coming in hot. Fighting their hearts out. They're trying. They're gonna tell these spearmen,
But he's not losing any units because of the scholars, and the damage output is